Good morning. How you guys doing? Bit of a late start for me today. I had to get to Home Depot, pick up some paint for the gym, and it took longer than I was hoping. Just get some music on and we'll get started, guys. Check, 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 check. Check. Test. We're there. Ready to go? Alright, let's make sure I hit record today. Last time I didn't actually get the record button down. Alright. I think we're ready to roll. Okay. Good morning. Welcome back, guys. Another MORFIT live workout. My name is Stuart. Nice to have you here. What are we doing today? We got body weight workout. So we're going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different series of movements. And each movement will have 3 variations of intensity. The first variation is going to be the easiest, and then we'll progress to a little bit harder and a little bit harder within that movement. If at any point you feel like the movement we're doing right now is as intense as you want to go, or you feel like you're just enjoying that movement pattern, then you don't have to progress it or move on to the next 20-second intensity, which I'll be doing. If you want to start at the first variation, as I progress through, you can stay at the first. If you want to stay at the second variation and not do the third, that's fine too. If you feel like moving through all 3 variations with me, then you can stick along and do all 3. It's always going to be 20 seconds of work. So we got 20, 20, 20. It's going to be 1 minute on one movement pattern, and then we'll have a 15-second rest as we move into the next series of 3 variations. We're going to go through the whole list once, and then we're going to take probably about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes of recovery. I think it's about 8 or 9 minutes of straight work. I think it's 9 minutes of straight work, and then we'll take a break, and we'll do the whole thing 3 times. And that's going to be the plan, guys. So I do want to go through all of the movements beforehand, because when we get to them, I'm not going to have a lot of time to show you the movement beforehand. We only have 15 seconds to transition, and because we're only working for 20 seconds, I don't want to take 15 seconds to explain it, and then we have 5 seconds of actual work. So I'm going to go through all the movements. Just be patient with me, maybe do them with me, get a bit of a warm-up in there, and then we'll get the timer going. So our first one is going to be lunge base. We're going to do split squats, pulsing split squats, and then a split jump, all on one side first. So the left leg is going to be back in our lunge position, and we're going to do a full range of motion split squat. So all the way down, and then all the way up. Try not to let the back knee touch the floor if you can. So we're going to do that for 20 seconds. From there, we're going to go to a pulsing split squat, which means we're going to stay low and just pulse more near the bottom half of the movement, never actually fully extending where we get that rest. And then in the third variation, if you're going to turn it up, you're going to go into a split jump. So same movement, but we're adding the jump into the air. All right, so same thing, I'll show just from the side on the other leg. We start with split squats, 20 seconds, and then pulsing split squat for 20, and then the split jump. All right, our second or next which if you abbreviate those two, apparently it makes sex. The next movement pattern is going to be plank based. So we're going to do a single leg plank, single arm plank, and then super plank. I'll show these from the side. So we're going to start with a plank with one leg up in the air and just hold for 20. From there, we're going to place the foot back down and lift the the opposite side hand. So I'll cue you left or right sides as we go. We're going to lift up one arm. And then the third variation is a super plank, where we're going to lift up the arm and the leg that we had already lifted. And just holding that. That can be done from the knees as well if you prefer. So left side, right side. Third series of movements, we're going to go into squat, polar bear squat, sumo jump. So squat, down, and stand. Just a standard body weight squat. Polar bear squats are a little bit different for us. We're going to squat down. Make sure the feet stay in the same width for these. People have a tendency to go wide on the polar bear squats. Try to keep the feet in the standard width. You're going to bring your elbows inside your knees. Try not to have them on top. We want them inside. The spine stays long. And it's a pulsing squat from here. So the hips go up and the hips go down. It's a silly looking one, but it's a good amount of quad work. And then we'll go into a sumo jump. For the sumo jump, we're getting low in our squats. You can go a little bit wider if you want here. We're jumping and landing. But the trick is that we're never fully extending the legs or standing up between the jumps. So we're staying low as we do the jump. All right, that's half our movement. Let's keep going. From there, we're gonna go into a back-based series. So we're gonna do ski jumper, super T, supermans. 3 different positions for the arms, and the entire time we're going to be pulsing the arms, just small movements up and down. So face down on the floor, chest up, keep looking at the floor, arms are down by the side, and I'm just hovering the palms up and down in that position. From there, we're going to go to a super T, which is same thing, pulsing. If you prefer to do circles with the arms, you can do circles instead. And then the last one is Superman's overhead. And same thing, adding that slight movement to the arms. From there, we're going to go into a little bit more of a cardiovascular based series, which is going to be high knees. So getting the knees up, as high as they'll go. This is really the only cardio in the whole workout, or cardio specific in the workout. So try to push yourself on this one here. After the high knees, we're going to go into a sumo dance, which is back to that sumo squat position, but we're just going to be going back and forth from leg to leg. It's a fairly large, intentional movement. And then from there, we go to fire feet, which is very small, very quick movements. So high knees, sumo dance, fire feet. And then our last circuit, back to the floor. We're going to just focus on some hip work, glutes and hip flexors primarily. So we're going to start with a kick back. So kicking my right leg back, and I'm just going to hold the leg in this position. So I'm not going in and out, I'm just going to hold. Okay, and I'm going to just be in this quadruped or bear position, allowing me to really focus on feeling the glute contract. From there, I'm going to go to my elbow, roll to the side, hold that same leg up in the air. So now I'm working the more glute medius, or outside of the hip. That'll be 20 seconds. If you want to just lie on the floor for this one, that's fine. If you want to do the side plank and get a little more core work at the same time. And then the third movement on this one, we're going to do another 90-degree turn. I'm coming to a nice upright position. That same leg is still up in the air. It's not touching the floor, but I'm keeping the knee fully extended and the leg lifted as much as I can. We've done these before. If you round the spine, it's going to be very easy. So the trick on those is getting your spine into a nice upright position and then trying to hold the leg up from there. Really challenging movement for the hip flexor. And that's it. So that's all of our movements, guys. Are we ready to go? Let me get our timer on. So just a reminder, 20 seconds per movement. There is no transition or rest period in between the 20 seconds. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3. We'll have 15 seconds to get ready for the next exercise. All right, so we're starting with split squats, pulsing, split squat, and split jump. I'm gonna start with my left leg back, right leg forward. You can start whichever side you prefer. All right, so we're working for about 9 minutes straight here, guys. Let's get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg is back and going into that split squat movement. Again, we're not letting the back knee touch the floor if we can, but see if you can get your self as close to the floor as possible. All right, into the pulsing split squats. Now we're just staying in that lower half of the range of motion. Still not touching the floor. I'm gonna really start to feel the quad in the front leg working here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the split jumps. So jump up and land. If you don't like jumping, then just do split squats again, or you can keep going with the pulsing. Again, you can stop at any variation that you want. And time, good. All right, probably feel the leg already. That's a good sign. We're going over to the other side. Same thing, same movements, but with the right leg back. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Split squats to begin. Five seconds. Pulsing split squats coming up. Here we go. Stay low. Check, check. Just gotta check the mic every now and then, make sure it's still on. All right, split jumps. Here we go. Whew. First round's always tricky. The body's just revving up, getting ready. That's your time. All right, let's get down to the floor, starting with a single leg plank, and then single arm plank, and then super plank. I'm gonna go up with the right leg first. Here we go. At any point in this series, you can go down to the knee, because we're on this one leg, or we're in this plank position for 2 minutes. Okay, right leg down, left arm up. You can have your arm out to the side or to the front. Try not to lean your whole body over to the right side, so stay squared up if you can. All right, super plank. So lifting the right arm, or sorry, left arm, and right leg. Lots of balance here. So don't worry if you're having to touch down and reset. That's it, come on down. 15-second rest. All right, we're moving into the next side. So we're gonna go to right arm up this time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, sorry, starting with the left leg up, left leg up. If you already have your right arm up instead, that's fine. We gotta go through it all anyway. All right, foot down, right arm up. Knees is an option. And again, try to avoid that rotation if you can. All right, super plank. Left arm or left leg up, right arm up. Put your knee down on the right side if you want. But if you're doing the knee down, try not to have the hips up in the air like this. Still keep your plank position. All right, that's time. Okay, take a break. We're going into the squat, polar bear squat, sumo jumps. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just body weight squat. Nothing fancy to begin. In 5 seconds, we go to the polar bear squats. Remember, elbows inside the knees. I'll show these from the side this time. So squat down, elbows inside the legs. Keep the chest up. Hips moving up and down. So the knees are never fully extending. That's what makes it hard, is we're always in that bent knee position. All right, sumo jumps. Staying low. Again, never extending the knees completely on these, so the knees always stay bent. 3, 2, and time. All right, face down on the floor. We got ski jumpers, super T's, Supermans. Pulsing arms or arm circles all the time. 2, 1, here we go. Chest up. Trying to keep the elbow fairly straight. Shoulders out of the ears. All right, bring the arms to the T position. Same thing, up and down, or circles. And then we're going overhead after this. Here we go. Arms up. Pulses or circles. I hope your chest is still up off the floor here. Feel the work coming down the spine. Keeping the neck relaxed. That's it. All right. Okay, we're heading into our cardio section. High knees, sumo dance, fire feet. 20 seconds of each. Here we go. Bring the knees up nice and high. Ten seconds, and then we get into that sumo dance. Wide squat position, alternating legs up and down. Here we go. So the legs are going back and forth, not very fast, but fast enough to keep the heart rate up. 3 seconds, we go to fire feet. Here we go. So nice and quick now. So the legs are firing away like pistons. Upper body stays as fixed as possible in space. Time. All right. Okay, we're almost through, guys. Isometric kickback, side plank leg raise, seated leg raise. I'm gonna work my right side first. So all fours, here we go. Kick the right leg back. We're working on getting full hip extension and the knee fully extended as well. You should feel the glute firing here. You might prefer a bent knee. You might feel you contract the glute better there. That's up to you. Roll to your left side. We're in a side plank. The right leg is still up in the air. We want to make sure that the toes are pointing straight forward and not turned up. Don't let the hip or pelvis roll back. Everything is sideways. 2, 1, 90-degree turn. We're in a seated position, as tall as we can get. Right leg still elevated. knee as straight as possible, getting the leg as up as possible. But don't let the leg push you back. Staying upright here the whole time. All right, good, that's 20. Okay, we got the other side, and then we got a good 2-minute break. Kickbacks on the left side. 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze here. Feeling the back of the hip working. When we get to the side plank, we feel the side of the hip. And then in that straight leg raise, we feel the front of the hip. Let's roll onto the right side, side plank. Keeping the hips forward or the pelvis forward here. Try to keep the leg up. Mine was starting to drop there. All right, turn. We're seated. Get tall first, and then bring the leg up. So the leg's not gonna be way up here. Most likely. You can feel your low back. Is it rounded? If so, reset your position and go again. That's your time, guys. All right. Okay, that's one time through. Just gonna reset our stop or timer here. Okay, grab yourself some water. Take just about 90 seconds or so to recover, and then we're gonna pick it up again. I'm just gonna grab myself a towel, guys. Just have a little bit of dead space for about 20 seconds here. Okay. Ready to go? So that was one round, one full round of everything. We're gonna go back, repeat that 2 more times. Okay. I don't know if that was 90 seconds or not. I don't have it timed, but I'm sure we're probably fairly eager to get going again. So let's get started. Split squats, pulsing split squats, split jumps is on deck. Here we go. I'm gonna do my left leg forward this time. Right leg back, just to change up which leg is starting. Here we go. So split squats first. The quads were really tired by the time I got to the split jumps round 1. Curious to see if it's feeling a little bit better round 2, now that everything's warmed up. All right, pulsing split squats. Low position. Three, 2, 1, split jumps. Three, 2, 1. Good. That was a little better. Lasted a bit more. Still pretty challenging though. Okay, left leg back, split squats. Making sure everything's pointing forward. Toes are pointing forward, knees are forward. Pelvis pointing straight forward. Plank work is after this. Three, 2, 1. All right, pulsing. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Split jumps. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, single leg plank. I'm gonna start with right leg up in the air. Here we go. If the right leg is up, on the beep, we go to left arm up. Here we go, left arm up. If you find you're rotating a lot, bring your feet wider. You'll be a lot more stable there. If your feet are close together, you don't really have an option but to turn. All right, supers. Right leg up, left arm up. Whew. Time. Whew, those are tough. Okay, we're on to the other side. So we got left leg elevated. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Left leg up. Left leg down, right arm up. Almost there. Super. Left leg up, right arm up. Whew, time. That's tough. Okay, guys. Bodyweight squats. Polar bear squats, sumo jumps. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Regular squats. Three, 2, 1. Elbows inside the knees. Polar bears. Keeping the hips right around knee height for the pulsing. Come on up, sumo jumps. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, we're face down. Ski jumpers, super T, Superman. Here we go. Come on up. If you want to challenge yourself a bit more on these, you can grab some light weights, probably 3 or 5 pounds, and just hold the weights instead of doing the pulses. Up to the super T. The circles and the pulses are just to challenge the shoulder muscles a little bit more, because just holding the arms up is not generally a lot of work for some people. But if you got dumbbells, that'll be a lot more effective than doing the circles or the pulses. Keep everything engaged here, all down the back. And that's time. All right, I believe it's cardio next. Yes, high knees. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just getting the knees up. Feels nice to move like this after a lot of isometric movements. All right, let's see your sumo dance. The lower you are, the harder it is. 3, 2, 1. Fire feet, here we go. Three, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, guys, that's 2 rounds. We got one more. Oh, no, we're not done. We're not done. Isometric kickback. Here we go. All right. Isometric kickback. When I was planning the workout, the initial plan was to finish with that cardio circuit. And then I added this one in at the very end. So mentally, I'm still committed to the cardio finish. Turn over here, side plank, leg raise. At least I caught it that time. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, nice and upright here. Straight leg raise to the front. That's it. Okay, other side. Kick back on the left leg. 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze the glute. All right, side plank leg raise. Turn over, straight leg raise, seated straight leg raise. That's it. Okay, now the round is officially done. We'll take another minute break here. Whew. Okay, we got one more round of everything. Let me know what you guys think of this format. Haven't really done this before. I don't think anyway, this 20-20-20 progressive intensity variations. And there's nothing else, no cardio mobility section at the start or the end, so a little bit different than our typical formats. It's pretty straightforward, but sometimes straightforward is a nice change. Instead of me going through like a 3-page rule book of what's involved in the workout. All right, you recovered enough? We ready to go? One more round, guys. About 9 minutes of work, I think it is. We know everything now. We're gonna be a little more tired. It's gonna be a little bit harder. Third round's gonna be tougher than the second. All right, let's get ready. Yeah, we're good. Okay, split squats. I'm gonna go right leg back again. Here we go. Nice full range on this first variation. All right, down to the pulse. Try not to have your back leg way back here in a straight leg position. It's gonna make it a lot easier for you. Try to have this knee bent so you get closer to a 90-degree bend in the back leg. All right, split jumps. Ten more. Time. Okay, other side. Almost done with our split squats for the day. Left leg goes back. Full range of motion for the first 20. Here we go. All right, let's pulse. Four, three, two, one. Split jumps. Here we go. Whew. Second side's always tougher than the first, isn't it? 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, single leg plank. I'm gonna start with my left leg up. Here we go. Okay, left leg down, right arm up. Super plank, left leg up, right arm up. That's time. Whew. Okay, where are we at? Right leg up, single leg plank. I think I find the planks the hardest of all the series here. Okay, right leg up. Left arm up. Forgot which arm we're doing there.
And super, right leg up, left arm. That's time. Woo. Okay, squat, polar bear, sumo jump. Starting up in 5. Here we go. All right. Sweet, sweet body weight squats. How nice to have those in there in the middle of our workout. Three, 2, 1. Polar bears. Remember, don't go too high. Also, don't go way down low here. We get recovery at the bottom of the squat. Keep it in the middle. Chest up. Sumo jumps. This is it for squat work. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, face down on the floor. Ski jumpers coming up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Out to the side, super T. Keep the chest up. And keep the neck relaxed. Overhead Supermans. Time, come on up. Cardio. Woo, we're almost there. 3 minutes of work, guys. High knees to begin. Here we go. Yeah. 3 seconds, we sumo dance. Let's go. Remember, we're trying to stay lower and higher with the knees before we transition to the fire feet. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and speed it up. 20 seconds here. 10 more, and then the cardio's done. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, guys, last 2 minutes of work. We got the kickback, side plank, seated straight leg raise. I'm gonna start on my right side. Here we go. Kick it straight back. Focus on the contraction in the butt, in the glute. Let the heart rate come down from the cardio. Keep that strong contraction. We're getting ready to roll to the left elbow. Side plank, here we go. Right leg is up. You go down to your knee if you need to. Go right down on the floor if you need to. We're focusing on the hip work this round, so don't worry as much about the plank. All right, seated position. Nice and tall. Same leg, right leg up in the air. It can help to put your hands behind you to help prop yourself into an upright position. Remember, we want to avoid this. This makes it easy. And time. All right, flip over. Let's get ready for the left side. It's our last minute of work, guys. Final minute in the workout. Great work today. All right, left side. Here we go. Out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's get ready to roll to the right elbow. Here we go. Side plank with the left leg up. Keep the pelvis drawn forward and keep the toes pointing forward. Again, we're avoiding that turned up position if we can. All right, roll to a seated position. Keep that same leg up in the air. Finishing off with the hip flexor and the quad on the right or left leg. And that's it, guys. That's the full thing. All right, round of applause. You guys did awesome. We're gonna do a couple stretches here before we wrap it up. All right. We did a little bit of everything today. So we're just gonna stick with some stretches that we haven't really done in a little while. We'll go into the hip flexors. So come into a lunge position. Right leg is out to the front. I'm taking a pretty decent sized step forward. I'm gonna contract my glutes and abs to posteriorly tilt or roll my pelvis back. Keep that position at the pelvis and then push the thigh forward. If you wanna add some quad into this stretch, just be cautious with your left knee. If you have really tight quads or sensitive knees, then I wouldn't do this option. But if you want, you can grab a hold of the left ankle and you're flexing or bending the left knee as much as possible in order to get a nice left side hip flexor and quad stretch at the same time. All right, we're gonna progress to a glute exercise. Don't switch your legs just yet. We're just gonna fall down to the right. That's gonna leave both our legs in a 90 degree position. And then we're gonna take our chest and fold it over top of our right shin. You can either fold towards the knee, the mid shin, or down towards the foot. Moving towards the foot is gonna be a lot more intense, more challenging. So your flexibility is going to determine where you line your chest up with the stretch. Think of pulling your right hip to the wall behind you as you fold your belly towards your right thigh or the floor in front of you. All right, we're just gonna reverse those stretches and the order we do them in. So from here, come upright. We're just gonna pivot off of our feet. So now we're in a 90 position facing the other way. Just gonna shimmy over here a bit for the camera. Sorry, I'm like way back there. Okay, 90 for the camera, and now bring the chest over top. Stretching on the other side. The left side this time. Feels nice after all that glute work, all those split squats, all those polar bears, and that's a decent amount of work for the lower body. Okay, come on up. We're just gonna push ourselves up right here. So now I'm in this lunge position, right leg's at the back, left in the front. This is where we started our stretches. So big step forward. Again, squeeze and tuck, push the thigh forward till you get a stretch in front of your right hip. From here, you can grab a hold of the right ankle if you want to add the quad in, and if it doesn't bug the knee. You might need to put like a mat or some clothing or a pillow or something under your right knee, or just do your quads as a separate stretch after we're done. Just another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release there. All right, guys, I am gonna call the workout there. Thank you so much for taking part. Just a heads up, my schedule's changing a little bit in the week, so there might be a slight change in the Thursday workout. It might be a little bit later on in the day instead of a bit earlier in the day. So just keep a heads up for that. We'll see how we go. And again, sorry for the late start this morning. We're painting and getting the gym ready to go, so I was caught up at Home Depot, as I said. But I'll see you guys for our next workout. Until then, enjoy the beautiful weather, take care, and enjoy yourself. Bye. Have a good day, everybody.
Anush konga